Hi, I'm Michael, and I'm from MAZ Life, and I want to share with you why I think, and I know from personal experience, that real estate is the answer to making multiple millions of dollars in a safe and a tried and true way. Again, real estate is the answer to making a secure, safe, tried and true way of multiple millions of dollars. This is from experience that I have done. I have walked through this process. I'm happy to share every step of the way with folks. And there's one key component that I want to share with everybody today. I don't know why this hasn't been talked about before in the past. I've read multiple articles on real estate investing, multiple books, and I've done it all personally. I really don't hear this one particular thing that I think is the most important thing often spoken about or often shared about. So I'm going to share it with everyone today, and I really hope that you enjoy this video. So out of the investment strategies we typically have that I'm sure you guys are aware of, we have real estate, stocks and bonds, then you got small businesses, including franchises and your personal business. There's also another category of product development and sales. Now, among those, if you can develop a product and sell it and make it big, then that has the most highest return on investment easily by far. However, that's a needle in a haystack. There's not a lot of people and not a lot of ways of doing that. It's a needle in a haystack. Of the other three that's left over that I mentioned, real estate, stocks and bonds, and small businesses, if you think about the amount of effort that takes to put into these, so stocks and bonds, very little effort, hardly any, just some due diligence on which ones you may want to purchase, or you can just jump into a mutual fund or ride the indexes. Next would be real estate. Real estate requires a little bit of sweat equity. It doesn't have to be a lot. If you want to be your own property management company, or if you want to do a lot of property managing on your own, then yes, it's going to require a little bit more, but not that much. It's still very feasible. Now, the third one that requires a ton of sweat equity and a ton of time and effort is small business. Typically, if you are running it, at some point you may be able to take a step back and have a manager, but it typically requires a lot more effort with that third option with small business. So, to the whole point of this, why do I think real estate gives you the power to make multiple millions of dollars? This is the number one reason why real estate rules. Also, as a side note, real estate encompasses the lion's share of total global net value. Let's get to it. I'm going to jump into this PowerPoint and I'm going to show you guys some things. All right, so here we are. This is the slideshow that I put together, and this is what I want to talk about. So leveraging power is the most important thing when it comes to real estate investing. This is how you make multiple millions of dollars in real estate. It's all due to this leveraging power. And it has a component of safety that no other investment strategy has. So let's take the example of multifamily real estate investment property. We're going to say 20% down. Oftentimes it's 25%. For ease of math, we're going to say 20% here. So that means 80%. 80% is going to be leveraged. Let's assume this means you have now purchased your first share of the real estate stock market for $100 a share. So the price of this multifamily building was $100, and now you own it. You own one share, $100. But it only cost you $20. Now, mind you, this is a very safe investment vehicle. Multifamily properties have been tried and true over the millennia and have been extremely safe. If you compare this to, for instance, the S&P, yes, the S&P does make a good ROI. However, there is risk involved with the S&P. Yes, in the S&P and the stock market, you can margin, however, not typically up to 80%, and there is the risk of margin calls. All right, so here we are. This is Yield Pro 2021 10 multifamily property price index continues to climb, October 31st, 2021. So we come down to this graph. This is what I wanted to mention. So this is multifamily here in red. So if you take your $100 a share or your one multifamily building for $100, and you can see it move over the last 21 years. This is January 2000 to January 2021. Let's just take January 2020. So we'll go from $100. This also includes the anomaly that has never happened before, where the real estate market had a major correction. Again, this is an anomaly. It's not typically something that we see in the real estate market. So you come up over here to January 2020. It's been 100 to 300. That means you've 2 times your investment value. So now you have $300 in your property when you only began with 100. If you take the last roughly 10 years or 9 years, January 2012 to January 2021, you will see an average year-over-year Ccrsi of 9%. Some people are asking, what is CCRSI? CCRSI is the CoStar Commercial Repeat Sale Indice. So we'll take an average. If you take this is basically 100% every 10 years. So we got 200% in 20 years here. This is about what it shows here in the last 10 years, around 9%. We'll say somewhere between 9 and 10%. So here we are back at the slides, and this is where I get the 10% year after year increase in value. So this is what we had just discussed. So 10 years times 10%, this is the 100% gain in real estate value over 10 years. So therefore, your $100 building in real estate stock is now worth 210 years. There's the last slide, and this is the most important part of making multiple millions of dollars in real estate. It's the power of leverage. So your 20% down payment, this is your $20 that you put down is 20% of your initial 100 is now worth $200. So 20 times 10 is 200. That's a 10 times return on your investment, which equals a 1,000% gain. There is no other place that I can easily get with comfort, with security of the multifamily real estate market, a 1,000% gain, basically guaranteed in 10 years. And this is what I wanted to share with everybody. This is the most important part of investing in real estate, particularly multifamily, but it can be single family real estate homes as well. The entire strategy behind being a real estate investor is where you will be making multiple millions of dollars. As I was saying, multifamily real estate markets and regular single family real estate markets, this is where you're able to make multiple millions of dollars. There is more to multifamily real estate investing than what I just showed you. That is only one aspect, is the leveraging power, which I think is truly the most important aspect. However, there's two other aspects that I would like to talk about in another video. So please stay tuned. I'll give a little bit of an intro into them. One of them is the cash flow aspect that we're going to talk about. The other aspect would be the tax benefit aspect. Those are two also major important aspects. And involved with that is the mortgage and principal aspect. So there's really three other key areas that I want to talk about, and I'm going to do this in repeat follow-up videos, so stay tuned.